Hello friends, this is Kusumakar. So today we will start with the if-else condition program. So in earlier chapter we had learned how the if-else condition works. So today we will write a program for a simple if-else condition, and by this program you can find out whether the entered number is odd number or even number. Right? So first we will understand what is the logic. So let me show you. So what is odd number? Let me tell you first. And what is even number? So odd number means the number which is divisible by 2, which is not divisible by 2. Okay, and even means the number which is divisible by 2. Right? So that means if a number, let's say I will take an example, let's say 6. So 6 number can be divided by 2. Right? So it's an even number. So let's say 5. So this number is not divisible by 2. That means it is an odd number. So any number which is divisible by 2, that is even number, and the number which is not divisible by 2, that is odd number. Now how we will check whether the number is divisible by 2 or not? Okay, so let me tell you the logic. If you want to check whether the number is divisible by a particular number, so for that, let's say a is a number. It could be 5, it could be 6, it could be 7, whatever number it can be. But if you want to check whether this number is divisible by 5, then what you have to check, what you have to do, you have to put the mode a mod 5 is equal to 0. Right? If a number is divisible by 5, then its remainder will be 0. Mod means you are finding the remainder. Right? So a is a number. If that number is divisible by 5 and the remainder is 0, that means that number is completely divided by 5. You can also check whether the number is divisible by 6, so you can put 6 here. So a mod 6 is equal to 0. That means a is divisible by 6 if its remainder is 0. So here what we want to do, we want to check whether the number is divisible by 2 or not. So we will check with 2 here. Right? So in this case, if this condition pass, that means a is even, and in case if this condition is fail, then a is odd. Simple. So we are just checking this condition, and the basis of this condition we will find out whether the a number is even or odd. Right? So how we will do with the program, let me show you. So first of all we will print enter a number. Right? So we are asking the user to enter a number. Right? So let me declare int a. Let's say a is a number. Then what we will do, then we will use the scanf function, means to get the value from the user. So it is an int number, so we are using %t, then and a. So we are taking the input from the user. So user will enter a number, that number will save in the a variable. Then we will check if a mod 2 equal to 0, then we will print in a we will print a is even number, right? And in case if it is failed, then we will use the else condition, right? And else we will print a is odd number, right? This is how we are using if and else condition. So I have already explained that how the if and else works in the previous chapter. So here what we are doing, we are taking a help of relational operator and arithmetic operator, right? By using these two operators, we are checking whether the number is divisible by 2 or not. If the number is divisible by 2, that means it is even. If the number is not divisible by 2, then compiler will go to else and this part will be printed, means a is odd number, right? So let me show you. First it will ask user to enter a number, so we can enter 7, 5, 6, whatever we can enter here. That number will save in a variable, so we are entering, let's say 8, right? So 8 will saved at a, then a will be divided by 2 and we'll check that the number is divisible by 2 or not. So if it is divided by 8 is divisible by 2, so a is a even number. So you can see a is a even number is printing here, right? So we have used 8. So let me show you the process. First compiler will come here int a, then we are printing enter a number. We will enter a number, that number will saved in a memory location, a variable. Then we had entered 8, so a is equal to 8 now. So 8 divided by 2 and we'll find the remainder with this operator. So 8 mod 2 is equal to 0. Yes, 8, when 8 is divided by 2, the remainder is 0. So this condition is passed. So compiler will go to inside the if and compiler will print a is even number. So if condition is passed, then compiler will not go to else condition, right? So in case if a is 7, then 7 will be divided by 2 and we'll find the remainder with the mod operator. So 7 is divided by 2, then the remainder is 1, right? That is not 0. So in this case, if 7 mod 2 not equal to 0, so else part will execute it and a is odd number will be printed, right? So let me show you with the 7 as well. So let's say if we enter 7, so 7 will be divided by 2 and the remainder will be compared with 0, right? So that condition is failed, so compiler will go to else and a is odd number. So this is the logic we have used in this program, and we are finding whether the number which we are entering, that is an even number or an odd number, right? So this is a very simple program. So we have described the motive of this program here in the command find out the entered number is odd or even. So you can use the simple logic of if and else and you can find out whether the number entered is even or odd, right? This is all about this program. So if you have any query, then put down your comments in the below and please don't forget to subscribe our channel, right? Thank you so much. Bye bye.